Okay, Bryce, I'm going to give you the table.
What?
You have trolled me for the entirety of our friendship about who I believe you consider the greatest Heedle of all time, Mario Chalmers. And you told me that one day Mario Chalmers was going to be back in Miami, and I didn't believe you because I didn't want it to happen. How did you feel? Tell the people how you felt when I sent you that tweet showing that the Heat was signing Mario Chalmers to only a 10-day contract, okay? Only for 10
Mhm.
days. How did you feel?
It instantly put a smile on my face, like very few things have in the last couple years. Um, my daughter being born, Luke Skywalker coming back on The Mandalorian. When I realized that you guys were getting what many consider to be the missing piece of the championship puzzle from back in the day, for you to get that kind of leadership and that kind of important legend, Heat legend, Heedle, back into
Well,
your lineup, I was like, how can they not win a championship this year? You know, everybody talks about LeBron, Wade, and Bosh, but I know from conversations with you that in your eyes, the most important player on those championship teams was Mario Chalmers running the point. And you know, back when everybody kept talking about like Ray Allen making a return, you know, whether or not he would ever do that, and whether or not he would ever just end back up on the Heat as well. You know, I used to joke around with you about, you know, eventually you would think they would try to bring back Chalmers. They've done it with Beasley. You guys have an old guy on the bench who's always there all the time just to be there. It's
don't be
like if anybody
disrespectful.
would do it, if anybody would do that, it might be the Heat. And lo and behold, you brought back the legend. And at the beginning of the season, with everything starting to get crazy, I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if they bring back Mario Chalmers. And you downplayed it. You're like, it's never going to happen. It's just not. So, as we talked about earlier, with you being so wrong about Drew Holiday, it also, I found much pleasure in finding out you were wrong about Mario Chalmers not coming back. He's going to be suiting up for the Heat, and you should be happy that a Heat legend has come back to lead this team.
Let me I thought it was a joke. For that for the 7 years that he played in Miami, if it was one player I hated, it was him because he was so fucking useless. And the only thing he was good at was getting yelled at by LeBron James. Okay. Heat Twitter,
Disrespect.
Heat Twitter actually disagrees with me. The high majority of Heat Twitter loves Mario Chalmers and enjoys
I know.
Mario Chalmers. So
I
they were
know.
all rejoicing and doing podcasts about Welcome Back Rio. And I was like, my world was crashing down because Bryce was right all these years. I was having a Twitter meltdown. I'm like, why are y'all doing this? Okay.
Hmm.
So I looked at some numbers, which I do, because my eye test tells me that he was trash. But I looked at the numbers. If I was to tell you that Mario Chalmers is second all time in franchise history with steals, would you believe me?
Yeah, I mean, whatever. It's a yeah, fine.
If I was to
He
tell
he
you,
he spent most of his career there, right? Or
yeah,
a lot of it.
he
Yeah.
spent eight
Okay.
years there. Yeah. If
Okay.
I was to tell you that for a playoff run, Mario Chalmers is second with the amount of 3 pointers made, would you believe me?
Yeah, because I knew that was like one of the things he did was make threes, so I would believe you on that.
Okay.
I figured Ray Allen, or I mean, I forget, but I figured someone else would be ahead of him. But yeah.
Would you also believe that he is fourth all time in assists and games played for the Miami Heat? So
Yeah.
looking at these numbers, I was like, damn, maybe I hated him so much it blinded me from the player that he was. He was a serviceable player for the Miami Heat for a few years. So
For sure.
what what I'm gonna say is, even though he didn't play the last game we played, he was there, but he didn't play. He might play tonight. Who knows? I will say that I will be happy to see him put on a uniform and play again for the Miami Heat. The sad thing is, we're on our long road trip that we take every year. It's like 7 games. So I don't know if we're going to be back before his 10-day contract runs out. They may give him a second one for shits and giggles just so he can suit up at home. But right now, we're on a
Hmm.
long road trip and only our second game in. So it'll be
Okay,
nice. It'll be nice to see the crowd reaction to Mario Chalmers at home because the Heat fans do love him, and I do admit I'm in a minority for my hatred of Mario Chalmers. So
good.
I'm here to give him his flowers today, and to also give you your flowers because he was an important part of the Big Three era, and he even came to Miami a couple of years before the Big Three came together. So kudos to Mario Chalmers. You get your flowers. I will enjoy watching you for 1 game, and that's it. I hope you're fucking cut so Oladipo can come back.
That's good. I just like when you're wrong, so blatantly wrong. I don't have anything against Chalmers. I just knew that it was always like a point of contention for you, so I just like to mess with you about it. So that's where
I,
I
I
get my
gave you
joy.
I gave you your flowers. I gave you your platform. Are you happy now?
Yes, we can move on.
Are we gonna do this again when Brooklyn wins the championship?
No,
We
because
got
we'll both be wrong then.
look no because that week if it happens we got to have Kevin on that week and we're just gonna have to eat it the whole time.
Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be tough.